Now, plenty of action from La Liga to catch up on over the weekend. So we say good morning to Semra Hunter. There she is, right on cue. Hi, Semra. Great to see you. We're going to hear from Xavi later today. What is going to be the first thing on his to-do list at Barcelona?
Bella, to be honest with you, he has a list so long, it'll be very difficult to pick out where to start. But I think probably the most important thing would be to reinstill some belief, not just in the squad, but in the fans too, because they need the fans' support as they work through this really difficult time. But he really needs to help the players find that confidence, find that belief in themselves, find the motivation again so they can start competing on the level that they should be competing at. But apart from that, there's so many other things that he needs to fix. He needs to fix things at the back defensively. They're just way too easy to score against. They've conceded 16 goals in 21 games across all competitions. He also needs to help them going forward, scoring goals. It wasn't so much an issue this weekend against Celta. They did score 3 in the opening 45 minutes, but the second half, they just completely came apart. Once Nico got injured, he had to come off. They were a completely different team. They conceded 3 goals to end up drawing. So that's a massive issue for them. Injuries, that is really a major concern. They need to figure out why the players are picking up so many injuries. There's been more than 20 already since the summer. And right now, currently, there are 11 players in different positions. I actually looked at this yesterday, from back to front, from goalkeeper to striker. You could put out a 4-4-2 with every single position filled with a player who's injured right now. It's absolutely astonishing. So that's something they really need to take a look at. Maybe bring in a new medical team or see what else needs to be done. But I think the mental aspect is going to be hugely important for them. They need to work as well on the tactics, on the system, figure out how to get back to that original Barcelona DNA style, if you like, the quick one-touch passing, keeping the lines closer together, pressing higher up the pitch. If they lose the ball, they need to recover it better. Overall, there's so much work to be done. But I think first things first, work on the attitude. Frankie de Jong the other day, he said after the game, there's a lack of character in the dressing room. So that has to be the first thing addressed. And of course, get the young players on board too, make them feel like they're part of the project and use the veterans to help with that. So lots and lots of things for Xavi to do in the coming weeks.
Yeah, quite a few pages on that to-do list, isn't there?
he's got, I mean, the young talent at his disposal is absolutely incredible at Barcelona. Every manager will want to bring in their own players in the transfer market, but can he actually do that? Or would he have to sell before he can buy? Players like Ter Stegen's worth a bit of money, Frankie de Jong is worth a bit of money. Might he have to lose some players who he actually would like to keep?
I think the first thing he needs to do is sit down with the board, and they need to come up with a strategy and an agreement as to what is going to be the way forward. Are they going to bring players in via the option that you're talking about, selling off players, which is something I think they're going to do whenever they possibly can, whether it's the winter market, the summer market. They definitely need to offload players because they have such financial problems we don't need to go into. We already know it, that would be something that would help them. I think Xavi in general seems quite keen to look inward. I think Laporta would like for him to look inward, to look at La Masia, to look at those young players coming through and to really help them get into the first team from the B team. There's already a lot of young talent in that first team, the likes of Pedri, of Xavi, of Nico, of Ansu Fati. I mean, there's a really good crop of talent there to work with. And I think Xavi will be, honestly, I think it'll be great for him and for them, because he himself, having come through the academy, will know what it's all about. And I think that is something that he'll probably looking to do, at least in the short term, focus on who they already have available at the club, rather than looking outwards and bringing in, more so because of the financial restrictions than anything else, to be completely honest with you.
Well, Semra, one manager linked with a move away from La Liga, Unai Emery. Several Premier League jobs have become available over the weekend alone. Do you think you could see him making a return to the Premier League? And what do you think about the Aston Villa job? Do you think that's a good fit?
Well, he certainly seems a very desired man at the moment, right? Quite popular, Unai Emery. I think in the short term, no, to be honest with you, only because he himself was just linked with the Newcastle job. And he came out publicly on Twitter and put out a statement saying, I'm 100% committed to Villarreal. This is my home. I want to stay. So I think it would look poor on him, poor on his reputation, if all of a sudden he decided to make a U-turn because another opportunity came up in the Premier League and he decided to take that job. So I don't think so. I think as long as he's going to stay with Villarreal this season, I mean, he also talked to the board, making sure that they were backing him in order to make sure he wanted to stay at Villarreal before deciding to leave. And they have said that they are willing to back him. They haven't had a great run of results lately, but they are starting to turn things around. And I think he has sort of unfinished business with Villarreal. They obviously won their first piece of silverware ever with the club. That was a major achievement. And I think he would like to continue taking them to success in Europe as well as in La Liga too. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere anytime soon. Maybe in the summer things will change, but I don't see him leaving Spain in the short term, to be completely honest.